4chan chuds used AI to clothe her. She fought back. Oh, a stunning and brave 304, fighting to lose her dignity at all costs. So DignifAI, a 4chan-led campaign to put clothes on thoughts, is just another way trolls are using AI to humiliate women's. No. They're using AI to reduce the damage of women who humiliated themselves. The only ones doing the humiliation here are the 304's. That's it. The thoughts are the ones that did it. As an adult content creator with a large following on the internet, Isla David, I see what you did there. Yeah, Isle of David. Okay. Has dealt with trolls before. Usually her work combating online bad actors involves her trying to take down photos of herself that have been reposted elsewhere without her permission, such as a photo for an ad for horny MILFs in your area that she's been trying to remove for years. Oh yeah, this is one of the times I could sympathize with the 304. Yeah, and then like one of her regulars is going to see it and then blame her for her not delivering something she never promised in the first place. Just someone using her image. Everything else though, not looking too good. Yeah, but she's also used to trolls editing her image without her consent. They're either subtracting clothes, editing my waist, or editing the size of my chest or my hips. Just generally treating me like a human Play-Doh for them to mash around. Yes. I mean, you're kind of treating yourself that way. Whatever. Yeah, no matter what I say, you're never going to learn anyway. On February 2nd, however, David found herself in a somewhat unusual position. A friend informed her that one of her photos, a sultry image of her sipping a bottle of Highland Park Scotch while clad in a white button down that she's posted on the subreddit Whiskey Prawn in current year -3, has been going viral on what she refers to as the scuzzier corners of the internet. Yeah, you figure that an adult content creator would know all about where the scuzzy corners are too. The image has been edited not to remove her clothes, but to add them. Oh no, how dare those chuds! Now put on your burqa, that's what you wanted. The photo had been manipulated with AI, David says, to make her look like some strange parody of a whammons. Well, so women that wear clothes are strange parodies of whammons. That's right. That's how they view themselves. Her waist and thighs have been edited to look smaller, but her head had been edited to nearly twice its size. What's more, the person who edited it had clothed her in a demure white A-line dress surrounded her with 3 adorable chillins, all the same approximate stature and wearing similarly beatific, white garments. Far-right influencer Ian Miles Chong. No one wants to claim him, though. Yeah, he's been accused of being far left and far right, and neither side is like, yeah, you know what? You can have him. Twatted it with a caption when given pictures of thirst traps. AI imagines what could have been if they'd been raised by strong fathers. I mean, he's right about this one for sure. He's right about that. At first, David was amused, particularly by the poor quality of the AI rendering. It looks like I'm sipping my AI baby's brain out through its ear, she says. Okay, so you guys remember? Do you remember the best strategy for trolling these thoughts? It's not to use AI to put them in clothing. It's to comment on all their posts. Like, yeah, you could tell by the waist that this is AI. Just pick a body part that they might be self-conscious of and just accuse them of having it be AI. Oh man, that destroys them. But that amusement turns to an overwhelming sense of horror, particularly when she saw replies to Chong's twat. The implication of many of the replies is that I am something other than a whole person. I am some broken creature, and if I would just put on a long dress and have babies, all would be resolved. That is not true. The time for that was 20 years ago. If you had just put on a long dress and had babies 20 years ago, that would be resolved. But now it's too late. Now you just got to live with it. You got to live with the consequences of your actions. And I take umbrage to that because my value has nothing to do with the images I choose to put online. No, You are an adult content creator that literally makes these images as your job, aka your value, what you get paid. Your value is literally these images. If you didn't have these images, you would have no value. Anyway, the manipulated image, she said, was an attempt to violate me and my bodily autonomy, regardless of whether you're adding or removing clothes. Yeah, these are the same people that don't understand memes. Like, they don't understand sarcasm. They view it all as being the truth. So I'm sure you've met people like that. You can never joke with them because they take everything you say like by the word, like seriously. Like, that's who we're talking about here. Like, oh my God, they photoshopped some clothes on me. They literally snuggled me. So the photo is part of a larger campaign spearheaded by 4chan trolls to use AI software to dress women's on the internet more modestly. Dubbed DignifAI, the thread of the on the hate forum poll. Yeah, Rolling Stone is like typical, is a very good example of garbage tier urinalism. They are a hate site, yet they refer to everything else as being hateful. So this summarizes this mission thusly: we're putting clothes on degenerate whammons for fun. Come join. The goal is for people to see what a degenerate lifestyle is ultimately fruitless. No, that's a lie, by the way. The goal is to troll these people. Maybe get some of them to believe they made the wrong choice, but no, the goal is to troll these people. Just at least be honest about that. So the thread also includes links to specific tutorials for people to use program Stable Diffusion for this purpose, as well as instructions to include the name of the whammons in the post so anons can at them, making it clear that the goal of the campaign is targeted humiliation. Hey, if you just stopped caring what other people said, this wouldn't be a problem, right? Like, the only annoying thing would be you'd have to mute your notifications for a while because the spam gets fucking old quick. But it shouldn't bother you. Like, if you don't feel bad about what you did, why would you be humiliated by it? Own it, girlfriend. Come on, do it. So DignifAI initially went viral on Twitter with a post by the far-right influencer Jack Posobiec, who on Friday posted 4 examples of the tool being used on what he referred to as e-girls, a derogatory term for whammons with front-facing personae on the internet. Man, you don't even know what an e-thought is. No. It says, so he was nice. He called them e-girls instead of e-thoughts, but he was referring to e-thoughts who are on the internet selling their body as if so similar to what they would be doing in real life if they had that option. An accompanying Twitter account for DignifAI features manipulated versions of Instagram models, as well as celebrities like Miley Cyrus and Doja Cat, and a handful of male celebrities has garnered 28,000 followers. Yeah, so that's why they're writing this article. They're going to try to get it canceled. Maybe Musk could start retweeting it too. Even if those under him are still SJWs, they'd be afraid to touch it. Like, crap. Well, sorry, I would pull this down myself, but yeah, my boss has visibility to this now. Sorry, you're kind of on your own. Yeah, the AI thoughts are better. I agree. The AI e-thoughts are so much better. So in message to Rolling Stone, the person behind the DignifAI accounts denied being behind the image that Chong had twatted, which makes some degree of sense considering the editing was noticeably worse than in most of the photos on the DignifAI account. Yeah, that guy was probably pissed. Like, don't compare my work to that low quality shit. The hell no. That one had nothing to do with me. We only have high quality thought clothing edits here. And when asked what the purpose of the account was, the DignifAI said it's just an account to put clothes on people and did not elaborate further. Yeah, there's no need to elaborate further when you're dealing with humorless, I was going to say trolls, but no, just morons, really. Like, they wouldn't get it regardless, so don't waste your time on them. Institutes, all accurate. But generally speaking, the campaign serves as a mirror image for an ongoing movement among trolls to use AI technology to strip whammons of their bodily autonomy. So deepfake nude photos and videos of whammons have gone massively viral alongside the rise of AI, with independent researcher Genevieve O finding nearly 143,000 deepfake prawn videos are posted without whammons' consent last year. And that's only the ones you found. While celebrities such as Taylor Swift have largely been targeted, one of the videos of the artist garnering 45 million views on Twitter last week. Non-famous young women and children have also been subject to the horrifying phenomenon, including a 14-year-old New Jersey girl who, along with her mother, is currently advocating for more stringent legislation governing AI-generated sexual abuse material. They want more regulation on fiction, yeah. I look, if it was made intentionally to like make these specific people look bad, you may have a case. But otherwise, man, we're going to be living in a dystopia here soon enough, with none of the cool shit either. Though various states, including Texas and New York, have passed laws criminalizing the spread of deepfake porn, good luck enforcing that, or it remains readily available on search engines like Google and Bing, according to a recent analysis by Nothing But Crap News. And though virtually all whammons on the internet are vulnerable to the technology, celebrities and online content creators remain particularly so due to the sheer volume of media of them that's available on the internet. Not just the media of them that's available, but the size of their audiences too. It's much more likely that a celebrity or an e-celeb would have people in their audience willing to make this of them. And even better when you start getting hated too. Oh man, they will meme the shit out of you. With more recent campaign to clothe degenerate whammons, meaning those who fall outside the very narrow definition of how whammons should publicly behave, adult content creators like David are now facing an entirely new method of humiliation. Why would you feel humiliated by that, though? You didn't do nothing. You're a good girl. From experience, David says she knew taking legal action was pointless, as she has spent years trying to use the DMCA request to take down non-consensual images, to no avail. But she says seeing Chong's twat was a very similar feeling to seeing her images reused without her permission on the tube sites or shady forums, picked apart by misogyny. So it's just another attempt to make me feel bad about the person I am online and in person, she says. Whether it's calling me ugly or whether it's complaining that my ass is too big or not big enough or too lumpy or not lumpy enough. At the end of the day, it's about finding fault with the body that I put online. What they're trying to do is to revoke your ability to consent and revoke your body autonomy on the internet. No, they're just trying to fuck with you. And you keep reacting to them. You keep responding. So ignoring the dictum to not feed the trolls, David decided to fight back. She quote tweeted Chong's post with the caption, "This might be the funniest attempt at negging me I've ever seen, had to share." Scroll down, some of the commenters who are clearly terrified of death by snoo, an euphemism for sex with a powerful wham, is popularized by Futurama. Yeah. We know. I'm surprised she did, though. In some ways, she's getting the last laugh since Chong posted a manipulated image of her. She says she's seen a 594.4% jump in her earnings from her OnlyFans the last day alone, as well as thousands of new followers on Twitter. But she also recognized the sad reality that her experience is not an isolated one, not just for whammons in her industry, but for any whammons who dares maintain a public profile on the internet. Who's surprised by this? Is anyone surprised by this at all? A lot of guys are using this DignifAI account specifically to find thoughts to subscribe to throw their tier 3 subs to. This was bound to happen, man. And it's not something that should be a reality of just being a human existing and making product people want, she says. But yeah, this is something that regardless of the size of your account, regardless of the nature of the content you're creating, you are vulnerable to this kind of thing. So you can be mad about it or you can laugh at it. And those are the kind of the only two options. Or you cannot be publicly a whammons on the internet, which for me at least isn't an option as I'm inclined to pursue. Yeah, that would require her losing her job. So she's actually right here at the end. When you're being trolled, you can either get butthurt or you can laugh at it. That's it. Those are your only options. One of them is way better than the other. Like, I can't blame her. No, she did the right thing with how she responded to this.